Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the Stanford man. It's Andrew Luck.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And we take a look now at the New York offense.
And this offensive line, they're going to have to be a lot better than they were right there. We certainly won't measure them just by one play. But they definitely got a big challenge ahead of them in this one because this defense, they love to run blitz, and they clog up the running lanes.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Jumper.
It's complete to Golden Tate. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Don't let him breathe. Play that shot deep.
A shotgun snap for Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You better be ready next time.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw the first one of this game.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
Here we go.
Here we go. Get ready to go on offense.
Here we go.
Ready.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Double tight. We got 3.
Let's convert. Play that.
And to give this time to tailback. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards. For one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, with that continuity is there, you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run some big yardage.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A second down throw for Winston. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now Winston able to find Isabella. 10 yards there in the Buccaneer first down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And then something I feel really good for them soon.
7 yards on the pickup there. It'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game,
Here we go, even.
be creative there as well. Running inside, running outside, keep the defense off balance.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
That's what I do.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Ready?
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Get in the weight room.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Finds Safarian Jenkins. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take a shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher.
Get ready.
You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
All day, dog.
Jameis now on first down. Safarian Jenkins, yes! Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Austin Safarian Jenkins, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back.
Let's go,
This
baby.
will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to
Interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff, but they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. I think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week. That's our focus. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. It's It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
All day.
Despite the blitz, he's still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they're
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
That's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they discussed.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Hey, 5-0.
This is Kelly. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offensive coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. Sometimes you just don't want to break tendencies. Stay with what you are, stay with what you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now left side on the swing pass. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, stop.
2nd down.
On your team.
Takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, the Buccaneer first down.
Let's go.
They're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
James to throw it. Complete to Kelly. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage. So here's 2nd and 11. Running from the and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
White 25.
Mike. Hey, let's get
White.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the Mike.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to go.
Third down, Winston. Leads to Isabella. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him and get a good scheme.
And this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Take you to school.
Again, Winston on 2nd and 10. This one caught by Isabella. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. puts the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Winston now 8 of 11 in his first half. He's got a 1st and 10.
5 out of 50. Kill. Turn it up. Let me go.
Again,
Switch.
inside the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Easy.
A very solid gain of 27.
24 is the mic.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they've got to get ready. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And he is about hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some
anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Buccaneer pressure too much. There he goes. Shaquille Barrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think they're just getting winning those one-on-one battles, but also an offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect. They have to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish the drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now the that's complete to Slayton.
Here we go.
A gain of 6 there on first.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it.
Especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're something short and shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to... get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Check out. Ready. Check 55, Mike. I got one. No. Off.
They fake the handoff. Now Love under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That's what I'm talking about, boy.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. A 44-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big
Good work,
points on the
boys.
board.
Let's go.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10.
Ready.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Deuce. Watch the twist. Get it all.
From the gun, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
They can't stop
Dexter
us.
Lawrence.
They cannot
It'll
hold
go
us
as a loss
down.
of about
We're
8
going to
as he
keep
gets
getting
in there to
sacks.
drop it. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find somebody to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To try again after the sack. Winston. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Nice play there to force incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think
and he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Here is Andrew Luck, the focus of our players' spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to it.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Check out. Right, 40. To the mic. Watch the run. Right, 6
3 on 2nd and 3. Luck. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
First down carry for Barkley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, is it bringing your tight end, keeping them in, your running backs have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try to find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone.
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Watch his run. Complete this to Ingram is tight end. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That'll go for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. And Ingram hauls it in. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
We played to win. Let's go.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where I'm coming from.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. Dak plays to his strengths the best. He keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
There's Winston. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Gallup. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Off.
First and 10, Winston. He finds his target, it's Evans. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Come on now, let's
it's
go.
A gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Winston, the offense with a first and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98.
To the air again with Winston. That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Oh, yeah, that's the score, baby. That's
3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here to the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
On first and 10, Locke. This will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. Whenever the defense won the battle. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
In your face.
From the gun, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Luck now to throw. And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Not willing to risk another sack. They'll play it safe for the run. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22.
Here we go. Here we go.
So we've hit
Here we go.
time here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where it was the visiting Broncos who were able to come in and get the road victory. Phillip Lindsay, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Josh Dotson, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Lastly, let's check in at our nation's capital, see what's happening with the Redskins at home at FedEx Field. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. Cam Newton, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. In our game has been Jameis Winston, who's been on target in the first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front, as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. This first half that we've had but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready?
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Follow. Double tight. Let's go.
Off the play fake, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
1 second down. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ready? Blue lady. 2 times. Hey. Wait,
They go for the action. Winston. He's got Evans. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Let's go.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Crunch.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. pickup to Miller. 4 yards on the pickup. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ready.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
They're running it. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Let's go. Let's convert. Let's convert. Let's convert.
Play action now. Winston. And that will be incomplete.
I know you
So
feel
no
that.
problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Get ready.
And
Get
for
ready.
an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
5, 6, 7. Push him back. Push him back. 5, 6, 7.
They'll start out on the ground and Saquon Barkley. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
Right there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
Because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They kept them in by making the plays that they've made. That just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Love. Looking for Shepard deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player. But sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And it's fielded at the 34. A very good return there.
Let's
Give
go,
him an
baby.
even 20 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can attempt to play the field position
Double
game.
tight, guys.
You are
Double
to an
tight.
extent,
3,
especially if you like the defense,
check,
because you have the
check.
lead, you've been controlling the game.
Check
But
82.
right put them in a tougher
Ball
spot.
coming 82.
You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Double tight. Double tight. 3 down.
3, triple C.
Check it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Come on,
9
fellas.
yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Eyes on 85. Heavy, heavy. Heavy, heavy.
3, triple C.
And just to get the play out. Now Winston. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it. Precise. Because if you're at 70% or better, 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want running this direction. I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Sonic! Let him go!
Play fake. Winston. Quick slap caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the first and goal.
Watch 98. 98's the mic. You can't block me. You can't block me. Green, Timothy. Mike 28. Yo. Hey, let's get a conversion. Yo. Take 4. Let's go.
Winston. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Leonard Williams. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for the year.
Check in.
On second and goal. Winston. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneers. Touchdown. And he is a winner with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They begin with a run by Barkley, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Just a yard on the pickup there. They'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
That's it, baby.
The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the touchdown. Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them make contract time.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So possession goes over here.
We got this.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical.
I'm always of the score that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Still first down.
Ready? Blue ready. 98. 98's the mic.
You better bring it. You better bring it.
Play that.
Right here. You better bring it.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
That's
it's a
it,
solid
baby.
pickup of 11, and it's second down. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage?
25.
Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep your defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Here comes the ball.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Ready? Blue ready.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Third and short yardage. Winston. Connection. This is Ryan Izzo complete. And they're going As the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Jameis now, a perfect 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft.
24 is the mark.
I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that tackle? Merlin Olsen-esque.
You just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people say, hey, that's too much, too far. Maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that. Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Ready, blue lady. Check, tight right, tight right,
here
tight right.
on EA Sports.
Ready.
It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th.
Flip it, flip it, flip it. 198. Let's go.
Winston for the goal on 3rd down. And this is caught by Evans. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Okay, baby, okay.
17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down.
I'm coming back.
At the
I'm coming back.
Leonard Williams make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Winston throwing complete to Mike Evans. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Okay, baby, I see you.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Watch 98.
From the gun, Winston. Still 9 that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt where they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead,
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 40.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it, and as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex. We're trying to fashion together a drive.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram with a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. That's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line.
Good work,
like an
boys.
extra
Let's
tackle
go.
on running plays.
Let's go.
He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I thought, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's it, a zinger.
On first down, Ivy. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the play, and the Buccaneer first down. Defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Look at the confidence that's exhibited here with that type of a lead. Clock on their side. Instead of running it, they're still throwing it. Picking up first downs and keeping the football.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Let's go.
Big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The ball is down. Start down. How about that back-to-back completions? They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll run on first down. Kelly. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, you're trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Bang, 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 bang. He's checking. Wait. Crash. Let's go.
Jameis to throw. He completes it to Evans. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point, making something available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they were able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about
baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
And New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, it's hauled in by Shepard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run a 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time? Hopefully they'll chance to win.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Luck now. 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Luck. Finds his tight end Ingram. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the draw. This is complete. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
3rd and 2, Love. He's going to walk for a deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
It's coming, and down he goes. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Here we go. Take the Pittsburgh. Double tight, double tight. Double tight. 4 down, 4 down. Ready.
And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down.
And they will take a knee here. They're going to try 4 on 4th. Winston stays out there.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just the week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Bucs, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.